Well, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the video. Now I must come clean, and the first thing I need to tell you is that I've got no idea what this journey has in store. Normally I've got a bit of a plan. You know, I've taken my good old Nan's advice ever since I was sort of, I don't know, sort of 6, 7 years of age. You know, I've always planned ahead. But with this one, no idea. And let me tell you why. Basically because, yeah, it might have been a week since my last video, but it's only been a matter of hours since I was up the last mountain. That one was Arenig Fawr, which is, no shabby height, 900 metres. And I also camped out last night on a mountain that was just under 800. So there's a lot of climbing in the legs, and I didn't sleep massively well in the tent, so I'm pretty knackered if I'm being honest. Now the plan, if I turn around, I'm in a place today called the Arenigs, which is still in sort of southeast Snowdonia. It's not too far away from the town of Bala. And yeah, the plan was to head up there, because I do believe there would have been some great wild camping spots at the top. And also there's something quite iconic to look at as well on the summit. But whether I make it there or not remains to be seen. But there is something along the way which I'm quite looking forward to seeing as well. So no matter what I do, you won't leave empty-handed, and neither will I. Good evening, ladies or gentlemen. I've got no idea which one you are. You enjoying your Saturday? Oh, well, you seem to be a sheep of little words. How about you over here? You having a good time? Maybe you just want to stare off. Let's try. This could last a while. Yes! I won it. That's never happened before. Well, I hope you all have a good evening. You've certainly made mine. That is the first stare off with a sheep I've ever managed to win. Oh, check out this little road. It's like the Yellow Brick Road almost, isn't it? Only it's, well, green. But it's a lovely surface. Hell of a lot easier than what I was used to earlier on and yesterday, where I was almost like doing scree slopes and you name it, I had to do it. This is bliss. And I'm sure you probably clocked as well, this big old lake. This is the place I was talking about. Well, one of the places. There's a little place next to it. You probably guessed it from the title actually. I was trying to be secretive earlier, but my title gives it away. Yeah, I'm going to go and check out a little bothy, which happens to be right next to the lake. So I don't think it's much further. Just bumped into a couple of really friendly Scouse ladies who, were telling me actually just what a lovely little spot it is. So let's hope it's every bit as good as they said. So here we go, guys. Here is the little bothy. And you know what? I knew it was going to be little, but my goodness me. Check out how minute this thing is. I'm looking forward to having a little shufty inside. But yeah, this is Arenig Bothy. Apparently it's one of the smallest bothies that the Mountain Bothy Association actually are in charge of. I'll have to see if anybody's inside. I've got some logs with me, as you can probably see. There we go, doing my bit. I've used plenty of these bothies before, and it's nice sometimes to do your little bit, even if you're not planning to stay. So I'll drop these off, shed a bit of weight, and then, we'll go from there. Right, moment of truth. Let's go and see if anybody's at home. It's always one of the things I'm a bit nervous about when into a bothy. Hello? Ah, no, I've got it all to myself. Oh, wow. First impressions, very quaint, but bloody tiny. Check this one out. You've got a lovely open fireplace. You've got a bench down here, and you've got a bunk to sleep on. And that is pretty much it. There's not much room for anything else. Oh, wow. I mean, it's quite cosy, actually. The fact that it's so small does make it cosy. Here we go. As I did say, this is run by the Mountain Bothy Association. They're a bunch of volunteers, really, that run these sort of, that maintain these shelters that you'll find out in wilderness areas. You know, if you're not familiar with them, they can be an absolute lifesaver. You know, if you get caught short in some really dodgy weather, you know, that's what these places are here for. And you find them all over sort of rural parts of Wales, sort of some parts of Northern England, and most especially Scotland. That's where they originated. But yeah, if you want to freeze this, have a read, then of course you can. I'll tell you as well, actually, you can't pick this up in this film, but I love the smell in here. You can kind of just smell that smoky sort of burnt wood smell from the fire. one of the things I most love about the bothies. And I think we all know what this is for. But in case you don't, that's for the toilet. Thankfully, I don't think I'm going to need that. Here we go, there's the logs that I bought. And you can see that, yeah, people that use bothies, they like to leave things as well for the next people. It's kind of one of those unwritten rules. So that's why I bought these up. Well, there you go. That is a tour of Arenig Bothy. Yeah, I know I said that I was going up the mountain, but I'll tell you, the weather has just come in, actually. I'll show you out there. Once again, look at that. 1 minute it's blue, the next minute you've got another shower coming through. So where a better place to hang out than the Bothy? Do you know what? I don't need much of an excuse to stay here a bit longer. Lovely little spot. And do you know, actually, when I came in, I thought, actually, I'll try out the sleeping platform just to see how big it is. Now, with my boots on, I reckon I must be just about 6'2", and I only just fit on it. So just a little note, if you're planning to come up here and sleep, and you're somebody who's maybe, 6'3" plus, then yeah, you're going to struggle to stretch yourself out there. And you're going to have to probably sleep on your side with your knees tucked in a bit. And as I laid there, actually, I looked up, and of all the things I saw, this is probably the last thing I was expecting to see. Check this out. And actually, Twin Peaks Wild Camping, it's a YouTube channel that I follow, actually, and it's, two Welsh guys, really nice guys, and yeah, they do loads of trips all over Wales. Done some great ones. And I do actually remember the video where they came here. They, I don't think they stayed in the Bothy because it was already full, but they camped by the lake and actually headed all the way up to the summit. And actually, if my memory serves me correctly, the mate they were with actually even stood on the roof. I might be getting that mixed up with another one though. So apologies, guys, if you're watching this and you didn't do that. Well worth checking out the channel if you haven't already, especially if you want to see a bit more of Wales. I'll tell you, another thing I looked at actually as well was the Bothy book. Again, those of you who know Bothies well will know that actually the Bothy book is like, almost takes centre stage. You've got all the comments in here of people that have stayed. I mean, I won't flick through them all now, but it's great just to sit and just read them. And of course, sign it as well. So that's what I need to do before I leave. So here we go, still here. And yeah, it's getting a bit nippy, so I got the fire started. It's funny actually, reading the reviews online, some people have said that the fire was probably the worst bit of it and it had no lift, or no draw, sorry. But this is pretty good. It's quite warm. Need to get a few bigger logs on it in a sec. And yeah, since I've been here actually, another chap's just arrived called Alex. He's been on like a 2-day mission, sort of hiking up. He actually wasn't too far away from where I was yesterday. And yeah, he was going to camp by the lake, but he's decided to come inside. Can't say I blame him. Much nicer in here. I'm still not completely sure whether I'm going to stay the night and just chill, or whether I'll head back a bit later. But I think I'll probably have a bit of dinner here, wait until it gets dark, and then, yeah, just make a decision then. But for the time being, this is cracking. They call this Bothy TV. You can't beat it. Morning campers, and check this out. What a view that is for the morning. Don't know if you can make it out behind. I'm sure you can see the sunrise, or the sun about to rise. The thing I always love in the morning is when you get the mist sort of down in the valleys. You end up with sort of like a cloud inversion, because we are pretty high up here. Absolutely stunning. And yet, you can probably tell from that fire last night that I never got any further than the Bothy. I ended up making our home for the night. And I'll tell you what, it's a cracking little spot. With Alex turning up as well, there's always a bit of fear when someone unknown turns up. You just don't know how the evening's going to unfold. But it's actually a really, really good evening. Sat there, had a couple of whiskies, a bit of a chat. The evening soon passed. It was great. About 7 o'clock now, so yeah, the sun is just about to come up from behind those hills. And I reckon actually this is a pretty good place to finish the video, because I apologise that I didn't get much footage inside the bothy sort of last night. But actually, Alex had a bit of a challenge for himself last night. He was saying that all day he'd been out walking in the hills, and he was trying to go the whole day without using electricity. And you know, when I thought about that, actually, it made me think, I don't think any of us ever go a full day without using anything electrical. I mean, I was using my phone, but once inside the bothy, literally we just had the fire for light, and I made a point not to use my phone. And it was actually quite liberating. I actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't film anything. But hopefully you still enjoyed the video. I must say, if you've never been to this bothy, it is well worth checking out. Cracking little spot, and really easy to reach as well. Literally probably about half an hour walk, if that. So yeah, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I shall catch you out in the wild again somewhere soon. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye bye.